Welcome, Gemini, to your March 2025 reading, and thanks for tuning in. Now, just a few announcements, Gemini. If I can get my words out, Gemini, before I start. I have done another lot of the free mini readings that everyone requested all that time ago. I'm still working through them. I noticed in the last lot I did, only 2 people came back and watched the videos, so I don't know if I should keep going, but I promised, so I will. I'm not doing them anymore, so if you would like a reading from me, just a mini one through a video link that I will leave for you, you can leave me a donation. There should be a little button down there under the video. You can leave a donation, any amount. At least I know if you're paying for it, you will come back and watch it and I'm not wasting my time. Now, if you would like to help my channel in other ways and you don't want a reading, I have started out a new little online store. So you can check out my store. It's for my other loves of jewelry and antiques. There's some beautiful crystal pieces there, all one-off pieces. They are handmade by my mum, and beautiful crystals, semi-precious stones, and antiques that I absolutely love as well, antique jewelry too. So check that out. Now, let's get into your reading. Now, you are showing up. First thing I saw is you are showing up in your own reading here. Very, very powerful when you show up in your own reading. You are taking control of your life, and not only that, you've got the Magician card right underneath the your card, the King of Swords, and this is most definitely you are taking responsibility for your own life and manifesting exactly what it is you want. And I see you getting it, Gemini, because you have that happily ever after card here. You have the 10 of Cups. This is one of the best cards in the deck. This is happy emotional life, a happy family life, a happy wish come true, you know, whatever your wish is. This is a general reading. You know, I had a hater make a comment the other day in my last lot of readings, and they were like, you don't know what you're talking about, you're a charlatan, you know, you're just suggesting things, and it's like, well, it's a general reading. I can't sort of be specific. You guys will have to use your own intuition here. But the 10 of Cups is that card of good fortune. It represents having it all. And you've really found great contentment in your life at this stage, and your relationships are positive and affirming, and you have healthy, strong connections with your children, and there's harmony with your friends and extended family, and your emotional needs are being kind of fulfilled. And you have all you kind of need financially to be happy as well. So I feel like March is a time when if you aren't in this place, you are certainly going to be focusing on that with your clear, sharp King of Swords clarity, and with your Magician kind of manifestation energy, and you are going to put your mind into achieving that happily ever after that you want, you know, all of those things that we all kind of want in our life. I feel like you're going to put your mind to it, and it's like, yep, I'm going for it. I want this. I'm getting it. Now, this can also, the 10 of Cups can also talk about taking care of family members, or even allowing people to take care of you. You know, you are so strong, you're very intelligent, you are sometimes aloof, and you kind of want people to think that you're that strong, silent type, and you don't allow people to help you. So I feel like this could be potentially a place in March where this does shift and change a little bit here. But I feel like, you know, you're putting into action exactly what you want. You want your happily ever after. You're using your magician energy to manifest that. And the Three of Wands is there to say, okay, if you want that dream to be fulfilled, if you've got something inside you that you want to work towards, that you've been working towards, you know now that you can move on to the next big project, because this gives you assurance that, you know, although this may be the time to reflect, that success is on its way. And it's like now you know your ships are coming in, you know success is on you're on the way, so there's no need to stand there watching it arrive and wait for it to arrive. You can actually now begin to plan the next phase of your life. So, you know, this 10 of Cups could be talking about you having already achieved everything that you could possibly have wanted up to this point. And that doesn't mean life's over. Now you can actually begin to plan for that next stage, because happiness is coming. You know, you kind of, the Three Wands are very creative energy, very inspirational kind of energy. So it's like, it gets you to ask those questions of yourself. It's like, what's the next phase now? What will you create next? And how will you expand on what you've already, on the successes that you've already achieved? It's really time to sort of dream bigger dreams here for yourself, Gemini, because they're absolutely coming in. Now, as I said, that King of Swords, I mean, this can actually represent any air sign as well. It can talk about another Gemini in your life, a Libra, an Aquarian here. But I feel like this is talking about you 100%. And that King of Swords, so intellectual. You have the ability here, Gemini, to be able to look at a situation and make a decision based on the facts. And you can kind of remove emotional connections to things and just make that decision. So that's a really good way of achieving your goals as well, because you can look at things from a really clear, visionary kind of way. Without emotion clouding the waters here at all. But this can also even talk about you getting assistance from someone that also has those qualities, a doctor, a psychologist, a therapist, someone that you can reach out to that can give you some answers that are based on facts, rather than, you know, like I said, being emotionally involved in your life. Now, you've got an Aries here. You've got the Emperor energy here that is very significant. And this could even potentially be a love interest, because you've got the Knight of Cups right underneath that Aries. So there could be, for those of you that are single, there could be a new love coming in here for you. But the Aries card again is a card that talks about, or the Emperor card I should say, is a card that talks about going for it. If you've got some plans in mind, if you've got some ideas that you want to pursue, go for it. Write down what it is you need to do to get things started. Write down your lists. What do you want to achieve? How do you want to go about achieving them? And then once you've put your plans in place and there's a structure there, really go for it, you know. Start acting on those ideas, on those plans, and start working on them. And Aries is just such a card. That Emperor card is such a card of success. That is such a card of going for it and working towards something. It's a card of putting a few rules in place. putting some organization in place, putting some structure within your life. If you feel like things have been all kind of, you're an air sign, so you're kind of out there, Gemini. So if you bring that structure into place, it can assist you in achieving some of your goals here as well, and helping you to bring your dreams to life in the way that you wanted them to. But, you know, boy, this is so helpful when you've got that Magician card there, when you are trying to manifest your dreams, your realities, your desires. That Aries card keeps you grounded and allows you to put that structure in place. But this is just such a card of leadership, of integrity, and you know, it can also talk about people in authority, government officials, you know, the military, that kind of police, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's really interesting as well. And it can also, it's that father energy. And it's interesting, the Emperor and the Empress. Wow. Divine counterparts here. Emperor and Empress energy, the masculine and the feminine. And I mean, you are Gemini, so you've got that duality. You kind of understand that masculine and feminine kind of energy, and we all have that masculine and feminine energy, but you're the twin, you know, you kind of do get that. But to have both here, this could be an amazing love here for some of you, but you've got the father energy and the mother energy here that is balancing you out. And the mother energy, the Empress, that is fertile, productive energy. This is beautiful. Now this represents I think a Cancer. It can represent a Cancer as well. I'm not sure. You'll have to check that one out. But this can even talk about the birth of a baby. And if you don't want a baby, if you don't, you know, if you're past the age of having babies, this can talk about the growth of a new project. If you've got ideas about starting something new, this is a great card to get as well, because it really promises success and fertility, things to grow here. It's beautiful, nurturing energy, and definitely a card of success. And I feel like for a lot of you, you are thinking outside of the box. You are thinking strategically in how to achieve some of your goals. Now, also, please do not be alarmed. This card can talk about someone that doesn't have your best interests at heart as well. This was actually, if you look at this in a traditional deck, you will see the figure is going into the camp of their enemies and stealing all of their swords, all of their weapons, and running away with them so they can't fight against them. So in a way, it's kind of a different tactic. They're thinking differently and tactically, but they're also stealing. They're not doing the right thing. They're not acting with integrity. So within your actions, always make sure that you are acting with integrity, but just be mindful that there could potentially be people around you as well that maybe don't have your best interests at heart. So don't open your heart to everyone, you know, without questioning their actions as well. But on a whole, this card talks about you really achieving your goals by being strategic, by thinking differently, by doing things differently than other people would do them. And again, success is assured here. Now, that Knight of Cups, beautiful, beautiful energy. Again, this can represent a water sign in your life, so a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But I would normally talk, whenever I see a Knight, they represent the movement of energy here for me. And the Knight indicates a powerful new emotional experience here. Now, this can be with some existing people that you have in your life. As I mentioned, you've got that Aries, you've got another air sign here. You could potentially have a water sign here. But this is that card of also being swept off your feet, falling in love. It can be offers of marriage or any kind of romantic experience that really causes you to swoon as well. So for those of you that are single, this is beautiful, beautiful energy. And the fact that you have those divine counterparts, the Empress and the Emperor, wow, this is a power couple here. And it can, you know, this can actually even leave you feeling a little bit off balance by the entire situation. So remember to stay really grounded. But, you know, if you're already in an existing relationship, you don't want a new relationship, this can just talk about the invitation to a social event that's really beautiful, really emotional, just lovely kind of gathering as well that you're going to really, really love. Now, let's get some clarifying cards out. I do apologize for going on so long. Did I mention what this deck was? This is the Mystical Palette Tarot by Ciro Marchetti, and I am using the Mystical Tarot here to get some clarifiers. I always use this deck and I absolutely love it. Yeah, I feel like, well, 2 10s here, okay? So 10s are significant endings. So if you have been, things have been coming to a head in any situation emotionally, within your career even as well. If you've been really burdened with some heavy energy, and this often can talk about within your career or with work, it's coming to an end now. And again, the 10 of Wands, you know, in a traditional deck, you would see that person carrying that big bundle of heavy sticks on their back, bent over with the weight and the responsibility of carrying that load. But the figure has actually reached their destination. They've successfully carried it. Although it's been difficult, although it's been hard to be burdened with all of that responsibility and carrying that load, you've done it, Gemini. You've reached your destination. You can put down your load now and relax. So I love that. I love that message there for you. Although it has been hard. Yeah, look at that, the World. And look at that, the 10 of Cups again. I mean, there's 78 cards in these decks, and to get the same card in both is just incredible. And there is the World. That's the big daddy or the big mama of endings. This is you really relaxing. You're joyful. You are the World. There's no sadness in the World in this ending. This is you cheering, walking through that portal. It's like the end of an era in your life has completed. You've achieved the goals that you had set out for yourself. It's, you know, that happily ever after is coming in here for you, Gemini. I love this. And you are now able to kind of wipe your brow and go, phew, that's done, that's dusted. I've successfully put in the hard energy, the hard labor, the effort, and I have completed what I have set out to do. You can now walk through that portal and start new, start fresh, and really work hard at at your next project, at your next big idea, at your next big goals. You know, that's what that 3 of Wands was saying. You can relax. You've achieved what you wanted to achieve here, Gemini, and now you can move on to planning your next big venture, your next big journey, your next big exciting wish. And if this is love for some of you, I feel like, wow, yeah, look, it definitely could be work related. You've got that 3 of Pentacles there. This is working in a tight-knit little team, sharing your knowledge, sharing your skills, mentoring other people, and changes are really coming in swiftly here with that Knight of Swords. Two knights here, a lot of new movement forward, a lot of new ideas, new inspiration with that, a lot of Wands energy, and a lot of new emotional connections and energy here for you as well, which I really, really love. Now, let's get a final card from the Now I Understand Oracle deck by Janine and Lauren McLean. And look at that inspiration. Be an inspiration to yourself by remaining authentic. In turn, you will help others to also be themselves. That is very much connected with that Three of Pentacles. I feel like this is you mentoring yourself, and in a way it's connected to that Seven of Swords. Be authentic, you know, stay within your integrity, be honest and truthful to yourself, and as the card says, that in turn will spill out to others and you will be able to help them as well. So we'll leave it there. Don't forget, if you would like a mini reading from me, leave a donation. The more you give, the longer your donation will be, but you don't have to give a lot. And for those of you that would like to check out some beautiful crystal jewelry and some antiques, you can also check out my new online store as well. That will be of great assistance to me. So have a wonderful month, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.